So I think my screen is visible right now. Everybody?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So today I want to discuss about one important and a very common thing. The name is welding. Okay. I think all of you heard the term, মানে এটা ছোটবেলা থেকে হয়তো শুনেছো বা household in our household work household purpose, the welding is a necessary process. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what is the fundamentals of the welding? Okay. So what is the fundamentals of the welding? Welding is a materials joining process in which two or more parts are joined at their contacting surface by a suitable application of heat and or pressure. What is the meaning of that?
স্যার এটা কি লিখবো স্যার?
No. I shall give you after my lecture. Okay. Just see and hear. দেখো এবং শোনো।
স্যার পরেও লিখতে হবে নাকি?
দেখো এবং শোনো, কোনো লিখতে হবে না। ক্লিয়ার? আফটার পিপিটি মানে প্রেজেন্টেশন আমি এই পিপিটিটা দিয়ে দেব। ওয়েল্ডিং ইজ এ মেটেরিয়াল জয়েনিং প্রসেস, মানে ওয়েল্ডিং ইজ এ জয়েনিং প্রসেস। ফার্স্ট কিপ ইন ইউর মাইন্ড, where we want to join two or more parts, দুটো অথবা more than two. When we join, দুটো পার্ট না থাকলে আমরা জয়েন করব কি করে? একটা পার্টকে তো কখনো জয়েন করা যায় না। তো দুটো পার্টস আমার থাকতেই হবে। and কোথায় জয়েন্ট হবে? which area they have joined? They are contacting surface, where they contact, মানে যেখানে তারা টাচ করে থাকবে সেখানে ওয়েল্ড হবে। by a suitable application of heat. In welding, heat is required. It is necessary thing, but pressure may be required, may not be required. Pressure লাগতেও পারে, নাও লাগতে পারে। So the fundamentals of the welding is clear. Many welding process are accomplished by heat alone with no pressure applied, other by a combination of heat and pressure, and still others by pressure alone with no external heat supplied. Okay. Some process where we see that only pressure can weld, no heat, no external heat actually. Don't think like that. Weld can be possible without heat. If we supply external heat, this is another thing. But the thing where heat is not required, only pressure is required, that means internal heat is generated due to pressure and then weld. I discuss later. মানে এটা ভাবার কোনো কারণ নেই যে হিট ছাড়া ওয়েল্ড হয়ে যাবে। উইথাউট হিট ওয়েল্ড কোনোদিনই পসিবল নয়। ওকে, সো ইন্টারনাল আর এক্সটার্নাল। এক্সটার্নাল আমরা যেটা সাপ্লাই করি সেটাকে বলা হয় এক্সটার্নাল, আর ইন্টারনাল মেটেরিয়ালের মধ্যে যে হিটটা জেনারেট হয়। সো ওয়ান মেটেরিয়াল হাউ দে জেনারেট হিট with the apply of excessive amount of pressure. Okay, so this is called welding. Some welding process filler metal is added. Filler metal means extra material. Okay, so welding is most commonly associated with metal parts. Generally welding শুনলেই আমাদের মাথাতে আসে metal can join. So nowadays metal and plastic also join. Okay, etc. This is the types of weld. One is fusion welding, another is solid state welding. Fusion welding process use heat to melt the basic metal In many fusion welding operations, a filler metal is added to the molten pool to facilitate the process and provide bulk and strength to weld joint. So what happened? Please see one video. Just see it.
স্যার শুনতে পাচ্ছি না, একটু জোরে সাউন্ড দিন।
দিচ্ছি।
স্যার শোনা যাচ্ছে না, সাউন্ডটা আসছে।
সাউন্ডটা সমস্যা হচ্ছে, এক মিনিট। শোনা যাচ্ছে এখন? শোনা যাচ্ছে কি?
হ্যাঁ স্যার।
স্যার যাচ্ছে।
ওকে,
না স্যার।
এখন
না স্যার, শোনা যাচ্ছে না।
এই বললে শোনা যাচ্ছে।
না স্যার শোনা যাচ্ছে না।
আমাদের এখানে শোনা যাচ্ছে।
শোনা যাচ্ছে না স্যার।
ঠিক আছে, দেখছি দেখছি। How actually happening inside that actually, okay, you just see that this is the inner view of welding process. Okay, you can't see in your welding room. Okay, this is deep analysis. Okay, see it properly.
edges of the joint are reached. When the electrode is tilted back at about this angle, this is done to overcome the effect of arc flow. In order to properly control the pool of molten metal, it is important that we hold the correct arc length. If the arc is too long, the metal is hard to control and there is excessive spatter. The weld is irregular.
This is very unskillful work. Okay.
There is excessive undercutting on the vertical plate. If the arc is too short, it is hard to maintain a continuous molten pool, and slag and gases are likely to be trapped. The weld is irregular, with slag inclusions. Fusion is poor, especially at the root. If the current setting on the machine is not correct, we will encounter difficulties. If the current is too high, there is too much heat, causing the metal to melt too fast for good control. Slag is hard to remove, and spatter is excessive. There is undercut at the top, and penetration is too deep. There is a serious waste of metal. When the current is too low, there will not be enough heat to melt the base metal properly. It will be difficult to hold an arc. The weld is irregular, with slag inclusions. Fusion is especially poor at the root. Note slag and gas inclusions. The correct speed of travel must be maintained. If travel is too fast, the heat does not have time enough to melt the base metal properly and to maintain a proper molten pool. The weld will be undersized. The vertical plate is undercut. There is poor fusion at the root. When the speed of travel is too slow, there is too much base metal melted. The weld is irregular, with excess metal on the lower plate. The vertical plate is undercut. There is overlapping on the bottom plate. Weld metal is wasted. Always be filled. Full layer filled well. Back to the rear of the crater, and the work is continued in the normal manner.
So from this video, what you have seen, how actually the arc welding process or fusion welding process actually done. Okay, so some filler metal added, some heat will be added. Okay, pressure may be required or may not be required. This. So arc welding, resistance welding, oxy fluid, gas fuel welding, these are the basic parts, basic difference between the basic types of fusion welding process. Okay, so I discuss one by one. Okay, today maybe I discuss only arc welding. So just see it. This, suppose arc welding, which thing is required? Two metal parts is required. If you see that view of
স্যার ছবিটা একটু জুম করবেন স্যার।
হ্যাঁ করছি, দেখো this is the two parts actually, মানে which parts we want to join. So this is the welding process. What is that? Electrode is required. Electrode actually provide the arc. Then here this is filler metal, molten metal. Excessive amount heat actually melt the material, and after completion of welding, the welding zone solidify, and when it solidify, it will join. What is the process basically? মানে ইলেকট্রোড দিয়ে আমরা মেটেরিয়ালটা প্রথমে মেল্টিং স্টেটে নিয়ে যাব। মানে মেটেরিয়ালটা মেল্ট হয়ে গেলে মেটেরিয়ালটা লিকুইড ফর্মে থাকে। সো লিকুইড ফর্মটা যখন ওয়েল্ড কমপ্লিট হয়ে যায়, লিকুইড ফর্মটা সলিডিফাই হয়। যখন সলিডিফাই হলো, দুটো পার্টস জয়েন হয়ে যায়। সো এন্ড ভিউ আমরা কিরকম দেখতে পাই? এইরকম দেখতে পাই। The end view actually see like that. So this thing is clear everybody or not? Tell me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
মানে what
Sir, clear.
actually happens in welding? Is it clear? এটা কি ক্লিয়ার হলো তোমাদের?
ইয়েস স্যার।
Yes, sir.
দেন যখন হাতে ধরে তোমরা ওয়েল্ডিংটা করবে আমাদের ল্যাবরেটরি খুলে গেলে, দেন তোমরা হয়তো মজাটা পাবে। বুঝতে পারলে? Solid state welding. Joining process, in this joining process, in which collagenous result for application of pressure. That's mean we provide excessive amount of pressure, not heat first. Okay. Heat will be produced internally with the help of pressure. Okay. Actually, no filler metal will be added. When it is actually not required. Okay. Diffusion welding, friction welding, ultrasonic welding. In our college, friction welding is available. Okay. Then types. বলো
আল্ট্রাসনিক ওয়েল্ডিংটা কিভাবে হয়?
আল্ট্রাসনিক ওয়েল্ডিং আল্ট্রাসাউন্ড দিয়ে ওয়েল্ডটা করা হয়। এগুলো পার্টস ডিপস এখন ডিপ মানে ডিপলি তোমাদের জানার এখন এই মুহূর্তে দরকার নেই, নেম গুলো জানারই দরকার। মানে আল্ট্রাসনিক সাউন্ড দিয়ে আমরা ওয়েল্ডিংটা করি। ওকে, এটাই। আচ্ছা, টাইপস অফ জয়েন্ট, মানে আমরা ওয়েল্ড তো করব, আওয়ার জব ইজ রেডি, বাট what is the types of joint? That's mean 5 types are available: butt, corner, lap, T, edge. So first one is butt. Butt means two objects are placed horizontally. Okay, if you see that, and small gap will be maintained. Then corner. Okay, it will look like a corner. Lap. Lap means one object overlap another object. So that's when weld will be created this zone and this zone. দুটো জোনেই কিন্তু ওয়েল্ডটা করতে হবে আমাদের, নাহলে ওয়েল্ডটা প্রপারলি হয় না। Then T. It's look like a T. No problem. And edge, if you see that, this is the edge. So types of joint, is it clear? Butt joint, corner joint, lap joint.
Yes.
How many types? Tell me. Five basic types. Yes or no?
5.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Five. How much? What is the types? Butt, corner, lap.
Corner, lap, T, edge.
Yes.
bar, corner, left, T, orange.
Clear? Then gas welding also a fusion welding. That means the localized area, welding area, will be, we supply heat with the help of gas. Gas produce the flame. Flame actually produce the heat. You see that? Popular gas actually oxyhydrogen mixture, oxyacetylene mixture, etc. etc. This, when gas welding is produced, the flame divided. One is envelope, other is
স্যার
inner
কারো
cone
মনে হয় মাইকটা অন
স্যার
রয়েছে স্যার, বোঝা
আপনার
যাচ্ছে না।
কিছু বোঝা যাচ্ছে না স্যার।
inner cone actually responsible for the welding, not outer envelope. Okay, I want to show you the video. One minute. See that?
Gas welding. The gas welding is one type of welding process in which the edges of the metal to be welded by using gas flames, and there is no pressure is applied during welding. The gas welding consists of regulator, hose, oxygen control valve, acetylene control valve, acetylene cylinder, and oxygen cylinder.
If you see that in that video, the color of oxygen, the color of acetylene, the pipe color of oxygen, the pipe color of acetylene, both are different. Please remember this color code.
Cylinder valves and pressure adjustment knob can check the correctness of pressure registered on the pressure gauges. Mixing of oxygen and acetylene forms oxyacetylene gas in a blue pipe that is torch. The flame is produced at the tip of a welding top. The welding heat is obtained from burning a mixture of oxygen and a combustible gas. The flame will only melt the metal, so additional metal to the weld is supplied by the filler rod. Hence, both pieces become a single piece. Equipment used in oxyacetylene welding. The oxyacetylene welding equipments are as follows: regulator, oxygen control valve, acetylene control valve, oxygen cylinder, acetylene cylinder, hose, welding torch. These are all the equipments are commonly used in oxyacetylene welding. Oxygen cylinder. We are going to see the specification of oxygen cylinder. This is the 3D view of oxygen cylinder. The standard color for the oxygen cylinder is black. The oxygen cylinders are usually filled at a pressure of 1200 to 1400 kilonewton per meter square and have a capacity of 6.2 meter cube. The oxygen cylinder weighs approximately 80 kg. Acetylene cylinder. This is a 3D model of acetylene cylinder. The standard color of the acetylene cylinder is maroon. Cylinder valve. oxygen cylinder, acetylene cylinder, cylinder valve. Now we take a close look of oxygen cylinder valve, which is taken from the oxygen cylinder. The cylinder valves are fitted at the top of the cylinders. Valve of oxygen cylinder is made of glass. Valve fitted to cylinders have left-handed thread for oxygen cylinder. Now we take a close look of acetylene cylinder valve. Acetylene cylinder is made of steel. Valve fitted to cylinders have right-handed thread for acetylene cylinder. The cylinder valve used to block the compressed gas in the cylinder. Pressure regulator gauges. Now we are seeing a close look of pressure gauge. Two pressure gauges are fitted on each pressure regulator. One pressure gauge shows the pressure inside the cylinder and other shows the working of fuel gas and oxygen. Welding torch. The parts of welding torch are as follows. Oxygen valve, acetylene valve, chamber, handle, head tube, and tip. What is welding torch? The welding torches looks like a blowpipe. The welding torch is a tool for mixing oxygen and acetylene in correct proportions and burning the mixture at the end of a tip, which produces a high temperature flame. Forward or leftward welding. Let us see the forward and leftward welding. This welding consists of pillar rod, welding torch. In this method, the welding torch is held in the operator's right hand side and the welding rod in the left hand side. Welding direction. In this welding, the torch flame moves from right to left. Pillar rod makes an angle of 30 to 40 degrees. Torch makes an angle of 60 to 70 degrees. This technique is suitable for MS plates up to 5 mm thick and also used for cast iron and non-ferrous metals. Backward or rightward welding. The backward welding is one of the gas welding techniques. This welding consists of pillar rod, welding torch, welding action starts at the left hand side and proceeds to the right hand side. Welding direction. In this welding, the torch flame moves from left to right. Pillar rod is held in the left hand at an angle of 30 to 40 degrees. The torch is held in the right hand at an angle of 40 to 50 degrees. This method is better and economical for plates over 6 mm thickness. Vertical welding. This welding consists of pillar rod, welding torch. Welding is commenced at the bottom and proceeds vertically upwards. The operator starts at the bottom of the weld joint and proceeds upwards along the seam. In this method, the pillar rod moves ahead, followed by the blowpipe.
So, what you have seen, the details of gas welding, am I right? How actually happening in the gas welding? Okay, you just see that. Taito,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
now some basic equation, with the help of that, the heat will be generated. What is the basic equation? C2H2 That's mean A. Bolo. What is the name of C2H2? This is chemical reaction.
Sir,
Chemical
acetylene.
formula. Acetylene. And what is O2?
Sir, acetylene.
Oxygen.
Oxygen.
Oxygen, sir.
When it mixed, what happened? 5 CO2 to H2O and heat. Then the value of heat will be, the temperature value will be near about 3200 degrees centigrade. Near about. Okay, please remember that. Then, according to the mixing, 3 types of flame is generating. One is natural neutral flame, another oxidizing, then carburizing. কি বললাম? Neutral, oxidizing, carburizing. Clear? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
When neutral,
Yes, sir.
neutral. When oxygen and acetylene is 50-50. The mixing is 50-50. And when oxidizing, when oxygen is more, when carburizing, when acetylene is more. So, এটা মনে থাকবে?
Yes, sir.
But clearly see that the difference between the inner cone. According to our work, okay, this type of inner cone is required. When this type of inner cone is required, this type of mixing will be required. If you want oxidizing flame, so more oxygen supply will be provided. If carburizing flame is required, so more acetylene will be required. Clear, everybody?
Yes, sir.
This is the actual view, actual photographic view of the 3 flame. Is it clear? In our laboratory, when
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
the exact this type of flame.
স্যার
হ্যাঁ বলো।
স্যার বলছি এই ফ্লেমটা কন্ট্রোল করা হয় রেগুলেটরের মাধ্যমে, তাই তো?
হ্যাঁ অবশ্যই। ঠিক আছে? So now gas welding tools, whatever I have discussed in my videos, so each and everything is here. Okay, I cannot repeat that. Okay, some safety knobs will be followed in welding shop. Okay, electrode is required. This is the types of electrode. Another is MIG. I discuss later. Okay, so today basically I have discussed which thing, arc welding and, tell me, arc welding
Gas
and
welding, sir.
gas welding. Very good.
স্যার পিপিটিটা পাঠিয়ে দেবেন স্যার।
না পিপিটা পরের দিন দেবো, মিগ ওয়েল্ডিংটা পড়িয়ে।
ওকে স্যার।
এগুলো দেখো ভালো করে দেখো। The outer envelope. Now inner cone is developed. দেখো, see that. This. This inner cone. See that. This. Okay. So now ask me
Okay, sir.
whatever you have learned today. So ask some question. Question করো আমাকে। So what you have learned মানে কি আজকে শিখলে সেটা তো বলো একজন কেউ।
স্যার আমরা ওয়েল্ডিং শিখলাম স্যার।
কি শিখলে সেটা তো বলো।
কয় প্রকার কিভাবে ইউজ করতে হয়
ওয়েল্ডিং, গ্যাস ওয়েল্ডিং,
ওয়েল্ডিং করার জন্য কি জিনিস প্রয়োজন হয় বা ওয়েল্ডিং কেমন করে করতে হয় এইসব।
ফ্লেম গুলো স্যার কত প্রকারের হয়?
তাহলে এগুলো অ্যাপ্লাই করা যাবে তো?
ইয়েস স্যার।
মেকানিক্যাল ব্যাপারটা খুব ভালো করে শেখো। মানে ওয়েল্ডিং এ প্রচুর you can't imagine. Okay, প্রচুর জব। So প্লিজ একটু ভালো করে খেয়াল রাখো।
স্যার 16 তারিখ থেকে